Now that we've gone through having the difficulties of closure, it's time to do some much easier coding. Because believe it or not, we're not that far from making the game actually work. This submit method needs to check whether the player's word can be made from the given letters. It needs to check whether the word's been used already, because obviously we don't want duplicate words. And it also needs to check whether the word's actually a valid English word, because otherwise the user can just type in nonsense. If all three of those checks pass, submit needs to add the word to the used words array. Then insert a new row in the table view. We could just use the table view's reload data method to force a full reload, but that's not very efficient here when we're changing just one row. First, let's create dummy methods for the three checks we're going to do. Is the word possible? Is it original? And is it real? Each of these will accept the word string and return true or false, but for now we'll just always return true. We'll come back to these soon enough. So below func submit, I'll say func is possible, word string, bool, return true. Then func is original, word string, returns bool. Then return true. And finally, func is real, word string, return bool, return true. Boom. So 3 new methods for checking our word is valid. With those 3 methods in place, we can write our first pass at the submit method. We'll say inside here, let lower answer equals answer.lowercased. If is possible, word lower answer. Then if is original, word lower answer. Then if is real, word lower answer. Then used words dot insert their answer at position 0 at the top of the table. Then let IndexPath equals an IndexPath with row being 0 and section being 0. Table view dot insert rows at an array of our IndexPath with the animation dot automatic. So now we have these 3 checks all happening before we consider this word valid and add it to our answers array. Let's break all this down. First, we make their answer string lowercase to avoid questions of do they type with uppercase C or lowercase s or whatever. Make it always all lowercase when we check the answer. Then run it through our 3 methods to make sure the word is both possible from the letters they can see in front of it, original, i.e. not used before, and real, not just ZZZQ or something like that. If all 3 of those pass, we'll insert their answer into our used words array at position 0 so it appears at the very top of the table view. And then we ask our table view to insert a row at that position, row 0, section 0, top of the table view. Now, given that the table view gets all its data from the used words array, this might seem strange. After all, we just inserted that answer into the used words array, so why do you have to insert anything into the table view? The answer is animation. Like I said, we could just call the reload data method and have the table do a full reload of all rows, which means how many rows there are, how many sections there are, what's in every row, and so on. But that means a lot of extra work for one small change. And also causes a jump. The word wasn't there, now it is. This can be hard for users to track visually. So using insert rows down here, lets us tell the table view that a new row has been placed at a specific place in the array, so we can animate the new cell appearing. Adding one cell is also significantly easier than having to reload everything, as you might imagine here. There are 2 quirks that require more detail. First, IndexPath is something we looked at briefly in Project 1, as it contains a section and a row for every item in the table. As with Project 1, we aren't using sections here, but the row number should equal the position we added the item in the array, position 0 in this case. Second, this width parameter describes how you want the row to be animated in. Whenever you're adding and removing things from a table view, the .automatic value means do whatever is the standard system animation for this change. In this case, it means slide the new row in from the top. Now, our 3 checking methods always return true regardless of what word was entered. But apart from that, the game's starting to come together. So press Command R to build the code, play it back, put it in the simulator straight away, and give it a try. Our word is solitude. I'll press plus. It'll ask for an answer. I'll say hello, which is clearly impossible, and press submit, and it'll slide in there nicely. When I add a second answer, like world, you'll see it slide in before hello. That's what happens when you insert at position 0.